where we change for the subway.
Subway, love it.
You love the subway?
Yeah, I love it. You know, it's New York's kind of my second home. You know, New York City!
Is that right?
Yeah, the Empire State, the White House, the Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge is not.
It's the capital city of the USA.
It's not.
The city I swore I would see for myself one day.
It's about, I don't know if we can see that, it's about two strangers. And what they do is, they carry a cake across New York City. And specifically, these two strangers are an English man who has a puppyish outlook on life, who travels to New York for his father's wedding. And there he meets the bride's younger sister, Robin, who has no particular excitement about this wedding or about daily life. So they have nothing in common, but by force of circumstance, they have to spend 36 hours together running errands. And it all spools out from there.
I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be New York. Are they ready? Are they ready for me? New York, is that Times Square?
Nope, that's Queens.
Awesome.
By being with each other, they end up learning about each other, and by proxy, sort of learning about themselves. And it is a rom-com in its own way, I guess. But I tend to say to people, it's more about people like falling in love with themselves. By being around each other, they learn a little bit more about themselves and can walk away from this 36 hours together, like enhanced, even if it's only in the smallest way. Like they're just a little bit more connected to who they are.
You talking to me? Yeah? New York. I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be New York. Are they ready? Are you ready for me, New York?
What I look for in the actors I meet are people who are free and adventurous and brave and exciting, and I think in Sam and Dujonna, our actors, they have that in abundance. And so, as a director, I felt like that was a big part of what I was looking for, is to find people who would go on this journey with me, to embrace the fun, because I think that this song that they've written, and Jim, the composer, that opens the show, New York, is literally like a tonic. It's full of abandon, and I think as a director, that was my primary focus, to make sure that we can unlock that New York joy.
New York. I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to be New York. Are they ready? Are they ready for me, New York? For 2 whole days, I'll literally be in New York. NYCG, KFBICAC, I'm already talking the talk and I'm ready. I'm ready to be New York, yes I'm ready. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? In New York!
Although Tim is, as you know, a big shot New York choreographer, Jim and I are completely ignorant of New York, and I have visited New York, but I think our ignorance was an important ingredient in the writing of the show, because we were able to look across the Atlantic in total ignorance of New York's culture, geography, vibe, and only, like Dougal, only know it through fictionalized and glorified accounts, and to leap into that.
So you move to the city that the songs are about. Get a job selling coffee while you figure it out.
The Criterion is not too scary. It's like, we were saying this earlier, it's the right size for this show, and it's just, it's wedged between Lily White's and a masala zone. Incidentally, masala zone with an amazing interior, but masala zone nevertheless. No shade to masala zone, it's great food. But it's right there where the break dancers do their thing, and the guys covering Lewis Capaldi do their thing, and all the billboards and the hoardings and the buses and the traffic, and it's just a democratic place to do it. If anything, I would want this musical to appeal to people who might previously have not thought that musicals speak to them. I'm not saying people who look down on musicals, but just people who wouldn't necessarily expect to relate to the stories that they see in musicals, because those stories tend to be quite luxurious or dramatic or tragic or grandiose. rather than just being about a rather ordinary day in the lives of two rather ordinary people.
Do you feel the change when happiness is near? Is it round you or behind you? Do you find it? Does it find you? Is it somewhere you can get to in a day or in a year? So you turn 19 and you turn 21 and you fall for somebody that you shouldn't have done, and the thing you were running towards starts to run away. Be happy, you can make it.
I just believe in these guys and I believe in the material so much, and so it's ever so exciting and ever so deserved, and everyone who's been involved. We've got the most incredible creative team and these wonderful actors, and they're working at Kiln with. Everyone nurtured us so much that I feel like it feels right because everyone's really put their heart into it. It's very exciting.
23 all on your own in a bar, and your smile starts fading, and you turn 25, you start doing everything to keep it alive. Give up smoking, take up yoga, learn a language, get a boyfriend, go to Europe, drop a dress size, look insane in a bikini, cut out theory, buy a blender, stay connected, change the future for yourself, and be a version of yourself who knows the secret.
We have had the good fortune, like some other shows and some really good shows lately, of being able to make it to the West End with musicals that started quite small, whether that's Six or Operation Mincemeat or Ride or whatever it might be, shows that have grown from something quite small and fringy to something that can be, seen on a larger stage. And making that possible is really testament to the director, I think, as well as the wider creative team, but in particular the director, because it requires somebody to see the long game, as Tim did, to believe in the greater potential of the project, and to direct a show that's, despite being small and only with a cast of two, can fill a room and can sound and look and feel as rich as a musical with a 40-person kickline.